Well, howdy there, Bronco fans. 4-0, baby. It just keeps on rolling.
That's right. That's right. Right. We're a juggernaut. Not.
Hey, I'm telling you, a lot of great things are happening in Mile High City. I'm Shad. We got George, Ramblin' George on the set. And your Denver Broncos have won another game. Seems a little bit like the other games. A little clunky at times, but it's a W at the end.
Chad, to steal a line from Yogi Berra, bless his soul.
Yes.
It's deja vu all over again. This game wasn't decided until inside of 2 minutes. Again, I told you what that's doing to my heart. I can't take it anymore. I can't sit back. When are we going to actually get a comfortable lead where I can sit back and enjoy the game?
We may get there someday. Maybe coming up against those hated Raiders this week, where there's going to be a lot of defensive players, I promise you, that are going to want to show Jack Del Rio what it's like to have a real defense. And speaking of real defenses, let's go right to the game.
Right.
Another 7 freaking sacks. That's 18 for the year, George. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable is right. And we go 58 and a half minutes, and we don't get a turnover. And guess what? Bam! Sack, fumble, game, set, victory.
Match. Yes.
Just like that. Unbelievable.
So for those folks keeping track at home, speaking of sacks, if you take what the Broncos have so far, multiply that times 4, gives you 72, George.
That's right.
And the last time in the NFL a team had 72 sacks, it's only happened once.
Once, right?
In 1984, Mike Ditka, Chicago Bears. That's the kind of defense we're talking about.
That's right. That's right.
Now, throw all the stats aside for a second, George.
Okay.
I think Lynch, who was calling the game, former Bronco, hard hitter,
right,
says this. He says, you know, what really matters is can they win? Great defenses step up at the end of the game, and lo and behold, they did just that.
Well, they've done it 4 weeks in a row.
They definitely have, and it was
4
great.
weeks in a row.
Yes.
Our offense still kind of sucks. Kind of. 1 touchdown pass, 2 interceptions. You know, but all that counts is the score at the end of the game.
And once again, 23-20. Let's talk a little bit about that. So McManus again in a day where NFL kickers were struggling left and right. This guy just does it like money right now. This is maybe the best kicker in all of football.
Yeah, but look what happens when all you do is kick field goals. Ask Kansas City.
Yeah. No, it's true, George, but I'm really excited about the defense. Obviously, the kicking game coming along well. And for the first time, let's talk a little bit about this run. And I want your thoughts on, is it time for Ronnie Hillman, who breaks one out, not only the longest yard from scrimmage for the Broncos, but this is the longest run in the NFL for a touchdown this year. Is it time for Ronnie Hillman to start getting the rock?
It's time to start Ronnie Hillman. But now this guy's 12 to 15 carries a game. He's not 25 carries a game because he just ain't big enough for that. But yes, it's time to start him and then spell him, you know. But we need Juwan Thompson back, right?
Yes, where you don't want to see Ronnie Hillman, love the guy. You don't want to see Ronnie Hillman inside the 3, right? So, and they tried it again, and it doesn't work. It never has worked. Quit giving Ronnie Hillman the ball inside the 5-yard line.
That's right.
And here's another don't do. Quit throwing that freaking screen pass. You're going to get Demaryius Thomas killed.
Absolutely. I mean, it worked when nobody knew it was coming. Now everybody just wait for it to come. It doesn't work at all.
Yes. What I would like to see the Broncos do more of, they've done it a little bit, but look at what the Vikings did to the Broncos. Those cross patterns.
Oh, yeah. Nobody can keep up. Yeah. When you're going through all the traffic, you know, the guy can't keep up. He's always going to break out open every time.
And that one time for their touchdown, Talib could have been half a state away. I mean, it was not even close.
That's
and
right.
Roby, when he got burned a few times on that crossing route. But when he did have great coverage, which I love Bradley Roby.
Yeah.
Great catches by that rookie receiver for the Vikings. He's the real deal.
His first game. First game to suit up. The guy had 7 or 8 catches, and he burnt us like toast. But in the end, we still came out on top. That's right.
So we got a new feature here we're going to do every week. It's called the Game Play of the Day. And so we're going to roll to that right now.
And everybody knows which one that is.
So let's go right to it, George. And this first play looking like a standard run. We know what's going to happen. They're going to hand it to Ronnie. He's going to go half a yard and get stopped. But lo and behold,
look out.
Some great blocking and then rumbling, stumbling. Look at him. Go, Ronnie!
Look at the blocks. Woo! Look at that offensive line, the athleticism. And he's going down the sideline and he's pulling away from everybody. Woo! 72 yards. We've been waiting for that for the last 2 years, and he came through.
Not only the longest run for the Denver Broncos, but the longest TD run in the NFL, Mr. San Diego State. And that's what I like about him. C.J. Anderson does some good things.
Yeah.
But the way Hillman can get to the hole fast, that quickness, that line's young. They're not giving you long periods of time. And we saw CJ, even though a big hole opened up, he's getting tripped up.
Right.
Ronnie can get right through that gap, and I think that's what we need. More Ronnie Hillman. Great that we bring in CJ Anderson, but
you know what they say? There's no defense against speed. And this guy has got the speed.
And then on defense.
We all know which one this is.
TJ Ward, who was in the, we've been critical at times on the show on TJ Ward, especially in coverage type situations. And to be honest, some of his tackling in the open field has been so-so.
Well, what did they do yesterday? They swapped a Keeb and put a Keeb on that receiver that was beating TJ Ward like a red-headed stepchild.
Yes, and TJ Ward steps up. Let's look at this play. TJ Ward lined up, and this happened twice in the game. Man, bam, right through the gap, causes a fumble, and look, who is it? There's our man, Von Miller, number 58, sealing the deal for the Denver Broncos. This is why you take chances. This is stuff that used to piss you off last year when Jack Del Rio sat back in coverage, safe, play it safe. Same with John Fox. You got to have some guts. You got to have some balls. And Wade Phillips has got a whole lot of both of those.
Amen, brother. Well, he's got the players to do it with.
Yep.
He's got the players to do it with it. And like we said earlier, that was our first turnover of the game, 58 and a half minutes into the game. And it couldn't have come at a better time. And the defense did it.
Well, the one thing I really appreciated, George, was sitting back and seeing sometimes, especially if you got your kids with you, Hall of Fame players on the field. So there are 3 first ballot Hall of Famers that start with DeMarcus Ware. DeMarcus, outstanding career in Dallas. I mean, just what a great guy this guy. And it just like he's drinking from the fountain.
I was going to say the same thing. Fountain of youth. This is unbelievable.
And to see him,
he feels better than he's felt in years.
They throw a pass out to Wallace, who are our best, fastest defensive backs can't keep up with. And who's there? Ware takes him out of bounds. I mean, it's great to see DeMarcus Ware. First ballot Hall of Famer.
Right.
And then you see Adrian Peterson. And I know you don't want folks at home, you don't want people scoring against your Broncos that may hurt your fantasy, whatever. Man, when he got through that hole, I mean, he was 12 yards behind someone in like a half a second. And they showed a picture of him and Manning after the game. I cannot believe how big that guy is. His arms look like the Hulk.
No. He is a incredible specimen. Man, he is the real deal. But before that run, we shut that guy down like a creaky old door. Yeah. I mean, he got nothing.
Yeah, outstanding preparation, just what you would expect from Wade Phillips. Definitely playing aggressive on defense, load them in the box, and let your corners, who we know are going to give up some plays here and there, but that philosophy is working like a charm. And then the last Hall of Famer, obviously, although he's not playing very great this year, Peyton Manning with another so-so day, but, it's great to see 3 Hall of Famers there. And then maybe even more, right? We'll see what Chris Harris can do late in his career to leave, and certainly Von Miller's got that ability, and Demaryius Thomas even. So,
right.
But it was great to sit back, watch some good football. It kind of reminds me of the Broncos lost that overtime game back in the day to the Packers, and Brett Favre comes out, first play of overtime, scores a touchdown. I'm like so pissed, but deep down in as a football fan, I thought, wow, that was pretty cool. I'm seeing a Hall of Fame quarterback make a great play.
Right.
So there you have it. The Denver Broncos, 4-0. We play the Raiders this week in Oakland. What do you think, George?
Well, we're going to win. That's what I think. We're going to go in
there.
In
the last 2 minutes?
No, I predict that we're actually going to have this one put away in the last 5 minutes.